Stop picking the scab. Okay? Stop picking the scab. If you have a scab and you keep picking at it, you're delaying the healing of that wound. And so the definition of a scab is evidence that healing has already begun. So when you keep picking the scab, you're not creating a new wound, you're interfering with the healing of an existing wound. So if you think about this spiritually and emotionally, it's the same thing. The wound is already healing, right? But when you keep revisiting a memory, revisiting the hope, or when you keep bringing up questions or picking at the situation, you're reopening that wound that God is trying to heal. Okay? So this is what God is showing me. It's common sense, right? Not just pick at a scab. We all know that. We all know that if you keep picking at a scab, I mean, your body, it's trying to heal itself and you're delaying it, right? It's trying to heal, it's trying to close, but when you pick at it, it's just you're gonna bleed all over again, right? You're gonna bleed. And so, as I was sitting in the sauna at the gym, God brought a specific situation to my mind. And as I'm sitting there thinking about this, the outcome is going to be the same, is what I feel deeply, like inner knowing, right? Like the Holy Spirit, right? The outcome is going to be the same. No matter what I do, the outcome is going to be the same. And I realized that in another situation, I spent so much time trying to change the outcome, trying to understand it, trying to hold on to it, like hold on to it. I did not want to let go or let it end. I was trying to figure out why. And all I did was delay what was already happening. I delayed it. And now, as I'm sitting in this situation, as this situation is arising, I see God showing me the bigger picture. Caitlin, you're doing it again. Caitlin, you're picking at a scab. You're reopening the wound. Stop picking the scab. You're playing back what happened. You're reminiscing. You're wondering, you're hoping, you're clinging. You're scared to fully let go. You're not fully letting go. You're trying to understand why it had to happen the way it did. And I mean, truthfully, I'm I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling with letting it go completely. And as I was talking to God about it yesterday, I said, this is the thorn in my flesh. Like I really feel like this is a thorn in my flesh. Because I'm still being obedient, but mentally it's a struggle. I'm struggling with fully letting go. I'm struggling with accepting what happened. I'm struggling with trusting God with what's next, with the unknown, with the uncertainty. I have no idea. And the underlying question is what if? What if I fully let go, then something happens? What if I stop hoping and then it's like that's when it was going to like so what if I stop hoping and then they come back? What if they come back? What if I move forward and then suddenly something changes? What if? That question, what if? And that's what keeps me picking at the scab. I'm scared of letting go because I feel like letting go means letting go of the possibility that something could have happened, if that makes sense. But God's showing me that I don't have you, right? I don't have I don't have control of the outcome. You don't have control of the outcome. You don't. The outcome is going to be the same. And He's such a good and gracious God for revealing this now. The outcome is going to be the same. You're just delaying the healing of the wound. God sees what we can't see. He already knows what's ahead of us. He knows the other person's heart. He knows their heart. He knows the whole entire situation. He knows it. Our job isn't to control the situation or figure out the outcome or make sense of the process. Our job is just to be obedient and to trust God and surrender what we can't. Surrender what we can't control. Because if you keep picking at the wound, it's not going to change the outcome. You're just delaying your healing. And letting go is not giving up. Letting go is not giving up. Letting go is finally allowing the truth to reveal itself. If something is for you, you don't have to force it. It will happen naturally. And if God is ending something, it's obvious. You know it. It's a closed door and nothing will open that door. Trust God enough to accept that. And if something is meant to come back into your life, you do not have to keep reopening a wound to see like if it will happen. Like God is making it so known to you. And I pray that God will make it so known to you and clear to you. And this, especially after this video, I just pray that you get that clarity that you need. And if God is bringing something new, have the heal enough to receive that new thing. Because if you're clinging to the old thing, you're not going to receive it fully. Trust him enough to believe that he can make that new thing happen too. You don't have to force it to start. You don't have to force anything to end. You don't have to make anything happen. You can trust God with the unfolding of it all. Trust him when he removes something, despite how much it hurts or how confused you are. Confusion's of the enemy, right? I feel like if you're confused, that means that God already made it clear to you and you're just dabbling with doubt. From my experience, for sure, yes. Trust him when he removes something. Trust him when he closes that door despite how hurtful it is. Trust him when he asks you to walk away or to just watch it walk away from you, to watch it leave. Trust him. Trust God with that. Trust God when he starts something new. And just because you accept it doesn't mean you have to fully understand it. You might not fully understand it. You might not. But acceptance means trusting God with what he's allowing, trusting God with what he's shown you, and trusting him with what you can't see, with the unknown. Trusting him with that he's such a good father. He's such a good God. And what he's asking of me, what he's asking of you is to stop picking at the scab. The wound is healing. Let it heal. Let it heal. And if you keep reopening it because you're afraid of what might actually happen if you fully let it heal, then surrender that. Surrender that. Surrender the what if, the maybe, the one day, the need to know or understand. Surrender the need to have that answer or the certainty before you move forward. Because what will be, will be. God's already made it known. God will make it known to you. You don't know yet, that's okay. You don't need the whole story. It won't really make sense, honestly, but just trust God. Trust the author of your story. Trust with the unfolding, trust with the process. Keep your eyes on Jesus. And as I sit here, I literally feel my shoulders relax. I feel the weight come off of me because it's not mine to carry anymore. It belongs in God's hands. And what God has for you will not require you to abandon your peace or to constantly question your discernment or question what he's already revealed to you. If God has already shown you something, trust him. If he's asking you to let go of something, trust him. If he's asking you to move forward, trust him. Stop reopening the wound. Stop reopening the wound because you're afraid of what will happen once it fully heals. And this is like a diary prompt. Like, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? What is stopping you from fully healing? Like, what do you think will happen once you fully heal? Dig deep into that and talk to God about that. And stop picking the scab. Let it heal. Let God heal that. Let God do what He needs to do to heal that. Put that band aid on, leave it on. Okay? Keep those boundaries. Keep trusting Jesus. Keep your eyes on Him. You don't have to know what's coming next to know that God is already there. God is already there. And if God is fully healing a wound and is asking you to stop picking at it, imagine what will happen once it's fully healed. There's something that's going to happen. There is. Have hope, have faith, keep the faith. Keep the faith. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you, or you'll hear me in my next episode. Bye.